So this is the drive, I suppose, back from Ladinovo, from north heading south towards the Rhodope there, so you can see the beautiful Rhodope Mountains in front of us. Unfortunately the camera never picks it up, but at least how clear and beautiful they are. They always look faded in the distance, but yeah, this is a stunning little stretch of road. It's just so lovely driving around this part of the country. You know, there's just forests and wildland everywhere, and there's stunning views and mountains like that. I'm just been in Mladenovo having a look at a few different properties, and I'm actually just on my way to Levka now to go and visit my parents and my family there, and Jess, my partner, who runs the business as well, she's there with baby at the minute, so we go and see those guys, pick them up. I thought I'd just show you a bit of the road to Levka from this direction. So if I carry on straight here for around 10 kilometres, or the sign might tell me actually how many kilometres, 14 it said there, 14 kilometres, oh, wrong one, 14 kilometres to Stalingrad. That one says 13. Well, somewhere around that. It's about 10 minutes. This Hyundai I'm driving has the indicators and the wipers on opposite sides to every other car I've ever driven, so if you see me doing that in some of these drive around videos, that's what's going on. Here is I'm driving over the dam right now. This is the big dam at Levka. Beautiful spot. You can see the Vishka Mogila mountain over there in the distance. We're in the middle of June and it's hot, must be about 30 degrees. And you can see a big dark cloud over there, and it's quite typical, it seems to me anyway, for this time of year. We've getting some really crazy, almost tropical storms. And it's been quite blue and sunny today, quite a few clouds around as you can see, but I think could be a storm coming this afternoon. So yeah, another 5 minutes up this road and we're into Levka. And you see along here on the left hand side, from now all the way to the village, it's just solid vineyard. And these are the village vineyards where everyone was issued a couple of strips during communist times. Everyone had grapevines, and everyone still does have grapevines. It seems pretty much like the foreigners are the only ones that don't, and some friends of ours did actually speak to the mayor and acquire some, and it is possible if you want to have some grapes to make your own wine. There's just miles and miles and miles of them here, and I don't know exactly how it works. The vines aren't attached to properties anymore, so you don't buy a house and they come with some grapes on the outside of the village or anything like that. But I think when people pass away and the vines are no longer maintained, I think that they can then be sort of reissued to somebody else, so you can acquire them. You could buy them, I suppose, I think. But as far as I know, you don't actually own the land. The land's owned by the state or the government, I suppose now, or the county or whatever. And you just own the plants on top of that land. But yeah, as you can see, it's just solid. Rows and rows and rows of it. So everyone in the village makes their own wine. Most people make their own wine and rakia. Some people just use it to make rakia. Rakia is kind of a grape brandy, I think is how it's most accurately described. I think the process of making it's the same as brandy. And Levka, where we're coming up to now, actually has a distillery run by a very good friend of ours, Todor. And yeah, you basically book in a day. So to make the rakia, you soak the grapes in water and sugar. Or what you can do is you can make the wine, and then the grape skins that are left over afterwards, you soak those in sugar and water, and they'll keep for months and months and months like that if you want them to. I think it's a couple months minimum, but you've got to keep stirring it every day. And then you take that down to them, and they have huge big fire-powered stills, and they run it through that, and they know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a very long time, and what you get out the end is rakia. And they make it with plums, and they make it with apricots and peaches and cherries, but grapes is the traditional stuff over here. Right, so this is coming down into Levka now. I've already done a drive-through video of Levka, I just kind of wanted to do those views, and now I've just started talking about stuff. So anyway, I think it helps to see things different times of the year. I think it was probably a month or two ago I did the Levka drive round. There's Ramsey and Asen, some friends of mine in the village. This is all tobacco you'll see growing here. This is what they're doing. They're a family who live in Levka who have acquired all this land on the outside, and they work solidly all day, every day at this time of year, ploughing the ground over, and they're planting, I can't even guess how many thousands of tobacco plants, which they then dry and sell. And I don't know about them specifically, but I've heard a lot of it ends up in China. Anyway, coming down into the village of Levka now. If you want to see the drive around Levka, type that into YouTube and you'll see. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.